Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome officially to your O Week for the 3rd of February 2025 intake. February. Wow. We are so excited to have you all here today, and we really look forward to working with you during your Diploma of Travel and Tourism journey. Before we get into anything, I just want to let you know that I am recording today's session, just so that anyone who was not able to join us for this session or this afternoon session will be able to access the recording and get a bit of a feel for what we're all about here at the Travel Academy. So my name is Kyra. I'm from the facilitation team. To give you a little bit of a background about me, I've been in the travel and tourism industry for 16 years. I have worked at Flight Centre for the entire duration of that time, and I have absolutely loved my time in the industry and in this company. And I think the main reason for that is because of the connections that I've formed throughout that time in the roles that I've had with both my customers and with the people that I've worked with. So I'm really excited that you've taken the first step on your journey to join this industry. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you and helping you form connections with the people around you. Speaking of, at the Travel Academy, we have 3 teams that are here to support you. We have the facilitation team that I'm from, and we have Lisa and Thomas joining us from that team today. Thomas, I'll hand over to you to say hello.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Travel Academy. So I am one of the facilitators like Kyra. So I mainly look after the sustainable tourism subject, which I absolutely love, but I do help out with some others. I've been with the travel and tourism industry for about 8.5 years. I originally from Adelaide, so most of my time was spent there in the travel industry. But I currently live and reside in Melbourne for about 2.5 years. I absolutely love travel and tourism, and I love facilitating. I love training people. I love learning and development. So I get to combine a lot of passions together. And I feel like I'm always excited with these O-Week sessions to see your new faces and get to know you across the course.
Thank you so much, Thomas. So also joining us today is the lovely Kayla from our sales team. So you will have interacted with the sales team already to get yourself enrolled into this course. Kayla, did you want to say a quick hello?
Yeah, hi. My name's Kayla. I've been working in the travel industry since 2010. So I was lucky enough to gain a job with Flight Centre after returning from a working holiday in the UK, which was a life-changing experience. And I've been lucky enough to have a few different roles within the company. So ATL, team leader, corporate travel, and now here at the Academy. And I just love what we do. I believe in our programs and the pathways that they offer. So really happy to have you all here.
Thanks so much, Kayla. And finally, we have our programs team as well. And I'll hand over to Kylie to tell you a little bit more about herself.
Good morning, everyone. I am coming to you live from the Whit Sundays, or the Wet Sundays, as we're referring to it today. As mentioned by Kyra, I am part of the programs team, and I have more than 25 years experience across a multitude of roles in the travel, tourism and hospitality industries. I'm here to be your guide, your cheerleader, and a resource on your travel and tourism journey.
Thank you so much, Kylie. So we are just a few of the members of the Travel Academy support team, but there are many more of us across the 3 teams that are located all over the country. Together, we have a combined 427 years of experience in the travel and tourism industry. So that might make us sound like we're very old, but what it definitely means is that you have an amazing team around you who are passionate about the travel and tourism industry, here to help you through your studies. As you can see on the slide there, we have a wealth of experience and a depth of knowledge to share. We're all very passionate about this industry that we've been a part of for so long. And we've had lots of different roles. We've got experience as travel consultants, cabin crew, guest services at airlines, hotels, wholesalers, tour guides, and recruiters for the industry as well, just to name a few. The other support network that you'll have are all the people that you see on the screen here today. So everyone, as you're looking around the room, if they don't have a Travel Academy logo on their screen, they are part of your student cohort beginning the diploma today with you. And it's so great to get to know each other so that you can lean on each other during your studies. So I'll give you a second now just to have a look around the room at some of the faces that you'll be seeing throughout the diploma. So one of the features that we use in all of our live sessions in Microsoft Teams, where we are today, is the chat function. So if you look to the top of your screen now, you'll see a little speech bubble icon. And if you click on that, it's going to open up the chat window. If you aren't seeing it right now, it may just be because you've joined using your web browser. And that is perfectly okay for today. If you don't have access to the chat, you can always just shout out any answers to me by coming off mute. But I do recommend for future sessions that you join Microsoft Teams using the app version, which you may need to download. So for our first activity, so that we can all get to know each other, I'm about to ask you a question, and I'd like for you to pop your answer to this question into that chat. And it's a very simple question. All I want to know is, where in the country or the world are you joining us from today?
Oh, we've got Canberra, Adelaide, Western Sydney, Sydney, Gold Coast, Wagga, Bundaberg, Melbourne, another Gold Coast, another Adelaide. Celestini says Australia. Hi from Perth, from Andrew. Maddie's from Sydney. Few Gold Coast, few Sydney, few Adelaide. Another Melbourne.
Awesome. That's great. Thanks, Kayla. Thanks so much for reading those out. Quite a few of you from joining us from similar places as well, which is really great to see. So sometimes when we're studying online, it can feel like you're doing this all alone. But as you can see, there's lots of us in the room today and lots of you in the same location physically as well. Amazing. So let's get started with O Week and have a look at what you can expect to cover during these sessions this week. Okay, we can see that on my screen. We have our O Week roadmap. Awesome. So first up is today's session. So the purpose of this week is to connect you with your peers and the Flight Centre Travel Academy support network. So we're going to share lots of must-know information and tips for success in completing your Diploma of Travel and Tourism. And we're going to do this while having a bit of fun, while we're collaborating, and most importantly, networking with each other as well. So your O Week will be made up of 3 sessions. Today's session, which is all about getting to know each other. And I'm going to share some good tips for you just to help you do that, not just today, but throughout any of the online sessions that you join. Tomorrow is our Learning Launchpad session, which is a great session to show you a workflow to being successful to your studies. So we'll walk you through a live demonstration of the MyLearn platform. So if you do think of anything that might be related to what we'll cover tomorrow, you can hold off from asking those questions today, and we'll make sure that they're covered then. Then we'll send you an email on Wednesday just to check in with the week so far. And then finally on Thursday is your last O Week session, which is your program session. And I'm actually going to hand over to Kylie just to tell us a little bit more about what we can expect on that one.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Kyra. So Program Essentials is all about providing you with information on your program, a timeline of the program, information on potential jobs, job opportunities, and the various sessions that are available through your program that you can attend to learn more about starting your career.
Awesome. Thanks, Kylie. And then Friday, we'll wrap everything up with you with one final email to share the information share all the must-know information that we've shared with you throughout the week. And of course, O Week is about having fun, and it would not be O Week if we did not give away some prizes. So we'll have some this session, and if you attend all 3 sessions in O Week, I'm excited to share with you now that there will be a code word given away within every O Week session that you attend. So it's very important that you pay attention and listen out for that one. Write it down, and you'll be sent an entry form where you can enter those 3 words to go into the draw for our major prize. Exciting stuff. So today's session is all about connection, as I said. So connection with each other, the diploma, and the industry. The aim of the diploma is to set you up for success as a travel and tourism professional. And our industry is an industry that is all about dealing with people. So it's really important to grow those networking skills, and to give you some practice at doing that, I want to spend some time now just getting to know each other a little bit more. So we know where everyone's from. So what I'd like to know now, and you can tell us again in the chat, if you could travel anywhere in the world from where you currently are, where would it be and why? It's definitely a thinker, that one. Unlimited options, unlimited money. Where would you go?
Alexandra says Queenstown in New Zealand. She loves the culture in the mountains.
Oh, beautiful.
I agree. Kylie, Brazil, because of the beautiful culture. Yes. Lisa wants to go to London in the summertime, though. Tanique, Dubai. It looks so beautiful and so calm. Corinne, South Korea, because she loves the culture and food. Aliyah, Greece, the beaches and the culture. Tatiana, Japan, everything's better there.
Love that.
Few Italy's there.
There is a few Italy's there. That's exciting.
Yeah, Chloe wants to go to Italy as well. Lily would love to visit Rome because of the history. I'm also a big history buff. I love it. Thanks, Lily. Shaleshni, India, beautiful culture in the temples, of course. Zara wants to go to the Netherlands, beautiful country. Yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
Andrew says he'd love to go to Japan too in the winter.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I've never seen snow before, Andrew. That's cool. Excellent. Thanks so much, Kayla. So you said that there was a few people that said Italy. Very interesting. So cute. We've got a few places in common there, which is great. I do love the nuance between the seasons that we'd like to travel as well. That's always a deciding factor. Kylie, where would you, if you could travel anywhere in the world, tell me, where would you travel to and why?
Oh, I think Greece is definitely on the bucket list. I don't know. I feel like I could very easily mesh into the Grecian lifestyle over there and all the incredible food that comes along with it.
Oh, definitely. I think we had a couple of people that might share that interest in Greece with you. Is there anyone from that list of people that we can give a prize to today?
Yeah, I'm sure there is, and I am going to go with it because I hope I do not butcher the pronunciation. I'm going to say Neve Power. If you could bring yourself off mute and tell me that I didn't butcher your name, I'd be very happy.
No, you got that one right. You're one of the
Perfect.
first.
Yay.
Amazing. Thanks, Neve. Awesome. So, Kylie, can you spin our very fun prize wheel and let us know what Neve has won?
Give me 2 seconds while I bring up my wheel.
No worries.
Can we all see that on the screen there?
Sure can.
Excellent. All right, let's spin the wheel. We have one Subway voucher for yourself, Neve.
Awesome. Yay. Congratulations, Neve. Excellent. Oh, great. Thank you so much. So you can see we do love to give away a prize here at the Travel Academy. So let's move on with our O-Week session. One thing that tends to happen with these sessions that you attend is that you'll come to them with some questions on your mind, but then, we get very excited, we get some new information, we start giving away prizes, and it's really easy to forget those questions that you wanted to ask. So I'd like you just to take 30 seconds now and bring those back to your mind and write them down in your notes, keep them in a safe place. And we'll just spend the next 30 seconds kind of coming up with those questions, and we'll make sure that they're addressed by the end of the session today. Okay, that's time. So I won't get you guys to read out those questions or share them with us just yet. Just keep them in a safe place and maybe tick them off as we move through today's session if you find that they're being answered. And if not, we'll have some time for questions at the end of the session, and I'll also share with you some contact details for how to reach out to us if you do think of anything afterwards. All right, so part of what makes people really successful in the travel and tourism industry is their ability to interact with people and build relationships. And so to do that and to help you kind of practice those skills, we have some tips or some expectations around attending our live sessions, such as our tutorials, our Q&A sessions, and our program sessions. So some of these might seem a bit nerve-wracking at first, but if you keep working on them and practice them, you'll find that you're able to be a lot more engaged, and that in turn is going to make you a lot more successful by following these few tips. I'm just going to get them up on my screen, and Thomas is actually going to take us through these expectations.
Oh, sorry, my computer had a little moment and then lost the page. Hello, everyone. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. It's just there we go. Okay. So we do have some expectations, like Kyra said. So our first one is participation. So be prepared to take part in every online session you attend, participate in answering the questions. Then we have taking notes. So always make sure you are taking notes in whatever way works for you, either on the computer or physically writing them. Write down anything that's important. And remember that this is a very safe space. So ask as many questions as you can. If you think of a question, it might be something that someone else is thinking of as well. So always important to just ask it anyway. Our sessions are all collaborative, so it's about us working together to make sure you have all the information you need to succeed. And finally, camera and mics on. So our industry is a people industry, so it's all about building rapport and connections with your colleagues and customers. So we do ask where possible that you have your cameras and mics on and that you're ready to join in for all the conversations. There's plenty of virtual backgrounds. As you can see, we've got some fun ones on today, and there's some just automatically in Teams that you can use. So there's always something there to blur your background if that's what you want. But yeah, absolutely happy to see so many cameras on today. But if you don't have a camera on, don't be afraid. We'd love to see your face.
Yes, definitely. And on that note, so you may have been feeling a little bit shy about turning your camera on today, and I want to tell you that you are not alone in that. And so in order to kind of jump into the cold plunge together, we're all going to just get into it, kind of get over that little hump and do that all together right now. So if you do not have your camera on in this moment, please turn it on for us now so you can see the toggle, the top of screens, top of Teams there to turn your camera on. And what we're going to do on the count of 3 is we're all going to take our microphone off mute and we're just going to say hello and introduce ourselves. Don't worry about talking over each other. It is going to be chaotic. The more chaotic, the better. And we really love the noise. So on the count of 3, when you're ready, cameras on, microphones on, and 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, I love it. Well done, everyone. They say doing that for the first time is the hardest, and you guys have all just done that. So well done. Thank you so, so much. All right. So speaking of Teams, let's have a look at some of the functions available on this platform. This might be the first time you've ever seen or used Teams. You might be quite familiar with it. It is the main platform that we will be using for all of our virtual sessions. So throughout your diploma, you'll attend program bonus sessions, you'll attend your tutorials, you'll attend Q&As, coaching calls, and even some of your assessments take place in Microsoft Teams. So it's just important that you are familiar with some of these functions and that you know how to find your way around. So as I said before, Microsoft Teams, there's 2 ways to access it. So if you clicked on a link to join this meeting, you may have been prompted to either continue with Microsoft Teams in your web browser or join the meeting using the Microsoft Teams app if you have it downloaded on your device. So we recommend that you always use that app version to join us in our virtual sessions so that you have access to all of the features that we use in those sessions to interact with you. So if you don't have that app downloaded, please make sure you do that after today's session. So at the top of your screen, you'll see your toolbar, which should look very similar to what I've got on the slide here. So let's just so follow along with me just with your cursor as I go through these options. First one that you'll see there is that speech bubble icon, which is our chat bubble. And we've been using that already today for some of those activities. So clicking on that opens the chat on the side. So make sure you do have that one. If you're not seeing it today, as I said, it might just be because you have used the web version of Teams. The next one that we like to use a lot in class is this raise hand icon. So it looks a bit like a high five emoji. So when you have a question, I'd love for you guys to click on this, and what you'll see is a number appear. So if everyone can go ahead and just click that raise hand icon for me now, we'll see what that looks like. Amazing. Awesome. So you'll see when you click that button that your little box will have a yellow frame around it, and you'll have a hand in the top left of your box with a number next to it. So that number tells your facilitator the order that your hands were raised in. So I can see here on my screen that Latiana was our speediest hand raiser, and I can see that because she has a number 1 on her screen. So Latiana, if you can just go ahead and click that raise hand button again for me. We can see that that will lower Latiana's hand. So we imagine that she's already asked her question. We've had that interaction and had that question answered. And now I can see that Leah is our number 1 and her turn is next. So Leah, you can go ahead and raise, well, actually everybody can go ahead and lower their hands now. We won't go through everyone. So that really helps us as facilitators just to make sure just that everybody gets a chance to kind of ask their question or say what's on their mind. The next one along is one of my favorites. It's our little smiley face icon here. If you hover over it or click on that one now, you'll see that there's some options for you to click on for some different reactions. I love seeing these in any sessions that I'm facilitating. It's a really great way to show that you're actively listening in a virtual session. So you can click a thumbs up to say that you agree with what's happening. You can give me a love heart to tell me that you love it. I don't mind being laughed at. You can even give me the little shocked emoji as well. But it's just a great way to interact in those virtual sessions, and we love to see them. So don't be shy and smash those react buttons as much as you like. So go ahead for me now and just, if you're already clicking them, go ahead and just give them a click. Show me what your favorite one is. Excellent. Seeing lots of hearts. Amazing. Yes, I just saw, Jess, the react and raise hand buttons. They're very close to each other. You will inevitably raise hand instead of react. It's all good. It happens all the time. So all good. All right. And then finally on our screen here, we've got our camera and mic settings. So we never want to see your camera setting looking like this with the line through it, which means that the camera is off. We always want to see it like this, nice and open, so that I can see your face and interact with you. Your microphone setting, as I said when we were coming into the session, if you're not speaking, having that one on mute is just going to make sure that we eliminate any background noise that might be behind you, but you can just click that one there to come off mute when you have something to say. All right, how are we all feeling so far? Andrew, we have a little sad face. Why are we sad, Andrew? Can we not see the reactions icon? Okay, no worries. Could just be because you've joined using the web version. So if you're looking at Microsoft Teams and you're in a web browser window, so like a Google Chrome or whatever you use to browse the internets, that would be why you might have some limited access. And yeah, just as Kayla said, that app version might work better for you. So good note for everyone, if you're not already using the app, to go ahead and download that after today's session. Awesome. So we're now going to break into some smaller groups to give you guys a chance to have a bit more of a chat and get to know each other in smaller groups. So in a moment, Kayla is just working way behind the scenes to set up those rooms for us. In a moment, you'll see a pop-up on your screen just asking you to accept the breakout room. So you can click on that one and then you'll be taken into your smaller group. Before we head in, or before we open up those rooms, though, I'm just going to give you the instructions of what's going to happen once we're separated. So nothing scary, but we are going to be asking you a few little questions, or you'll be asking each other a few little questions, I should say. Very lighthearted. They're just to get to know each other, all very safe. And you will have a member of Flight Centre Travel Academy staff in the room with you who is going to act as your leader. They're going to build a bit of a team board based on some of the key themes or funny stories that you have in response to those questions. We love to hear them. So in your groups, it is going to be important that you decide on a team name. So you might choose a name that is based on some of the themes that are in your answers or some things that you have in common. And it is very important that you have a team name in order to go into the running to win a prize when we come back. So keep that in mind. When we come back, you'll need to have nominated 1 or 2 people to share back the information from your group. And I'll give you guys about, we'll go about 6 minutes for you to have that time together in the breakout room. So I'll set a timer. I'll post an announcement when you're in the room to let you know when we've got a minute to go. Just a couple of things before I let you go. Each group does have a different set of questions. So nobody knows what questions each group is being asked. So be ready to come back and share as much as possible with us when you come back. And remember to have your cameras on when you're in that group, just so you can see each other and make it easier to interact that way. All right. So I will see you in about 6 minutes. Kayla, are we ready to go with those rooms? Amazing. All right, great. I'll see you guys in 6 minutes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that time getting to know everyone in your smaller group. So let's take a minute per group just to hear a little bit more about what you've learned. And my favorite part, I can't wait to find out everybody's team name. So I will hand over to you, Thomas. Who from your group is going to be presenting?
All right, so Maddie will be presenting from my group, and I'll just share my screen. Yes. Here you go. The floor is yours, Maddie.
So our team name is Pizza Lovers. If you can see, we had really random questions, but it was cats or dogs, and like half of us said cats and half of us said dogs, and so we just went 50-50. The food is what got us. We all love pizza. So if we had to eat one meal for the rest of our life, it would all be pizza, and I'm glad our group all agreed on that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm happy with that one. What our most played songs? Mine was Free Mind by Thames. I think Chloe, I think that's her name.
Yeah.
Did I get that right? Yeah, I got that right. Was Falling Apart. Miriam was Workout by J. Cole, and Thomas was Denial is a River, which is a really good song. I don't blame him. Which celebrity movie character would we want to play and why? Mine was The Rock because he played Maui in Moana, and everyone loves Moana. You can't. Chloe said any Adam Sandler's movie, so like practically Grown Ups or any character of those. Thomas said Alphabet and Wicked. Obviously, who wouldn't? That's practically it. And Mariam was Jackie Chan because of the action movies, which is a very good choice. But yeah, guys, that was our little group session. Learned a lot.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks so much. All right, Kayla, who did you have from your group?
I had Bettina, and I'll share my screen so she can read out her answers. So our answers. Here we go.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, so our group name was Paradise. That was a bit of a last minute group name, but it's okay. We prefer sweets like Sour Patches, Lifesavers, Red Frogs, Pythons. If we could be famous for something, somebody said singing because it's like a really big passion of hers. A TV show or movie that somebody hadn't seen was Aladdin or The Lion King. And we would, for a pet, we would want to be, or we would have a sugar glider because they're cool. That's what I said. Somebody said a chinchilla because they're super soft and they saw them in Japan. And then a peacock because of how pretty they are.
Oh, I love that. Thanks, Bettina. Great work, Team Paradise. Love that. Finally, Kylie, how about your group?
Excellent. We, of course, were talking too much, too many extroverts in the room, of course. So I am going to nominate Genevieve if she doesn't mind to bring herself off mute and to read out our responses.
Yep, no worries. We are French onion cobbler because that's what we were all thinking about at the end. Because that was one of our questions. What is your favorite food and what makes it your favorite? It was said charcuterie board because of the variety and how much it can change. And then French onion cobbler because how could you not enjoy that? It's just so scrumptious. Some of our other questions: warm or cold weather? I unfortunately got beat. Everybody likes warm weather more for beaches, cool nights. Even though it is much easier to warm up than it is to cool down. Those are our emojis. I can't really explain them. They all kind of, I suppose, show some of what we are, but you can kind of see them for yourself. And then if you would, oh my gosh, sorry guys. What would you love to become an expert at instantly? So singing, languages, cooking, knitting, making clothes, sewing clothes. Kind of just, we've got a variety there, all kind of hobbies, but how awesome would it be if you were just an expert at that? That'd be so cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Excellent. Okay, and then finally we have one last group, which is a little group who were unable to make it into the breakout room, and we have the lovely Tabitha from that group sharing for us. So here is our little slide. Take it away when you're ready, Tabitha.
We chose cabin crew because we all want to see the world. The first question was sunrise or night owl. It was sort of 50-50. I have to take my little sister to school, so I have no choice. But I usually stay up late because of TikTok, Netflix. A lot of people were just saying that they honestly just can't sleep because, well, we watch TV, we got our phones. Favorite type of music, R&B. Some of us couldn't choose it all. We listen to everything. There was Australian indie and surf rock. If you could eat only one type of cuisine for a month, it was mainly Asian dishes, so sushi, ramen. Someone was allergic, and we did not get to the last question. We did not have time.
All good. Thank you so much, Tabitha. Well done to all of our presenters. Thank you so much. Let's give them all a round of applause. Yay, either virtually or in reality. All good. All right. I love those team names. So fun. I can't go past the French onion cob loaf team. That is definitely my favorite team name that I saw. Kylie, was that your team?
Sure was.
Excellent. Will you nominate someone from that awesome team and so that they can win a prize?
I would love to again say Neve because she come up with that as the food source, but knowing that she's already jagged herself a prize at the beginning, I am going to, drum roll please, I am going to go Genevieve. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Let's spin the wheel and see what she won. Awesome. Genevieve, an Uber Eats voucher coming your way. Well, while we have that wheel up, I can see we've got 3 prizes left, which just happens to be the same amount of groups that we had. So, Thomas, I'd love for you to nominate someone from your amazing group to win a prize.
I will also nominate our speaker, Maddie, because I did make her do it, but she was about to say yes to doing it before I did that. She was like, I was thinking about doing it, so I'm definitely going to give it to Maddie.
Awesome. Maddie, what have you won? Let's spin that wheel. Awesome. An Uber Eats voucher coming your way. And I love that we have 2 different options left on the prize wheel because that's going to make it exciting. For Kayla, who is going to be the lucky prize winner from your group?
I'd like to nominate Bettina, please, just because she voluntarily offered to speak for us. So thank you, Bettina.
Awesome. What's it going to be? Excellent. A Subway voucher for you, Bettina. Very exciting. And we have 1 prize left, our last Uber Eats voucher. And I would like to nominate Tabitha. We had no one wanted to volunteer to be our presenter. And I did nominate Tabitha to speak for us. And she got on board and went ahead and did it. So well done. Thank you so much. If you have won a prize today, we will be sending that out to you via email this week. So that actually brings us to the end of our session today, everyone. There's just a couple more tiny little tidbits of information that I want to share with you before we go. So the first is just our contact details. So let me get those up on the screen for you. You can see those okay? You guys seeing a black screen?
A black
Yeah,
screen.
it's just black.
Odd. Whoops. Okay, there it is. So, okay, so we talked about the different support options that you have within Flight Centre Travel Academy. You're also a Torrens student when you study with us, which means you'll have access to the Torrens Student Hub. There's lots of resources and information on there, so we definitely encourage you to visit the hub and explore. We'll go into a bit more detail about what you can find there tomorrow. If you do need to contact us at any time, you can do so using these details here. So you've got our email, you have our phone numbers, and we've also got a phone number which is for texts. We definitely recommend that you save those phone numbers in your phone as a contact so that when we call you, you know that we're not some kind of scam. And if we are calling you, don't ignore us because it's usually for a very good reason. Most common example I can think of when I call a student is because I haven't been able to open the assessment that you've sent me, and I just need to get in touch with you so that you can fix that up for us and resubmit. Tomorrow in the session, I'm going to take you through MyLearn and show you where you can find those contact details. But for now, just grab a screenshot so that you've got them. One thing that I do need to share with you as well, I think I've kept you waiting long enough, is today's code word, which is dream. So make sure you write that down, have a little section in your notes for where you're going to keep track of the 3 code words that you'll need to submit for our major prize at the end of the week. Now, I know that I have kept you over time, so if you do need to run now, please feel free to go. If you'd like to stick around, if you've got any questions that have been unanswered, now's the time to do that. So if you do need to run, thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And we look forward to seeing you for more virtual sessions. And we hope that today has made you feel more comfortable with your peers and your support team at the Flight Centre Travel Academy. Tomorrow's session is going to be your Learning Launchpad session, and I look forward to seeing you there, where we'll share some great info to get you started with the diploma. So come along with something to take notes with, because there will be lots of tips for you. So if you can stick around, or you do have some questions that you need to answer, now is the time. Just come off mute or raise your hand and we can go through those now. Yes, Tanique. Tanique, am I saying that correctly?
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
I've got 2. Just one.
Okay.
We don't need to attend both of the sessions today, right? Or
that's correct.
Because there's one. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So the 2 sessions that happened. So there was this one, and the one this afternoon. They're both exactly the same. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And then, if we have something on or work and we can't get it off, do we have to attend the online class, or is it recorded and can we watch that?
Yeah, that's a great question. We'll go through that in more detail tomorrow, but yes, all of our sessions are recorded.
Okay, awesome.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, Andrew.
Just a quick question. What time is the session tomorrow?
So we'll have the 2 sessions again tomorrow, so the same as today. So we'll have a 10:30 a.m. session, that's Brisbane time, and then we'll have an afternoon session at 4 p.m. If you go back to the landing page that you were sent in the lead up to this session, you'll find the links for both of those sessions. So if you are wondering where to find tomorrow's session link, that's where you can find that. And if you will also receive a 10-minute text reminder 10 minutes before each of the sessions start as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
No worries, Andrew. Have we got any other questions?
Do we need to attend all the sessions this week?
I'm sorry, Latiana, I'm sorry, I don't know who was speaking there. There was just some background noise. Sorry about that. Was that you, Shaleshni?
Yeah, I just want to know, do we have to attend the morning and afternoon today, tomorrow, and Tuesday all?
So the morning and afternoon sessions are just a repeat of each other. So if it's a morning and afternoon session on the same day, it'll be the exact same session. But tomorrow's sessions that are running will be different to today. So if you can come along, we definitely recommend that you come along to one of each of the sessions happening each day. Yeah, that would be great.
I thought that we have to attend both session each day, like in the morning and afternoon. Both.
Oh, no. So if you attend the morning, you don't have to come to the afternoon and vice versa.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Yeah.
Excellent. Latiana also had a question there.
Yeah, do we have to come to all the sessions this week?
I would love it if you can. As I said, we've got those code words throughout the session for your prizes and things for the end of the week. There's some really great things that we share with you throughout those sessions. If you are unable to attend, though, they are being recorded, and we'll send out the recordings at the end of the week for you if you have to work or anything and can't make it work.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Andrew, another question?
Sorry, I gotta run.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you again.
Yeah, very nice to have you. Great to meet you, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Bye.
See you later. All right. Well, if that was it for questions, thank you again so much for coming today. I do hope that you got a lot out of this morning's session. I very much look forward to seeing you tomorrow and throughout your diploma. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for sticking around for questions, and we'll see you again soon.